Hi everyone, it's Jo and
Susie. We do really know each other.
just doing an intro. Who are you? So we're canines at Canby. We just wanted to do a reintroduction because we've done one before, but obviously we've been away doing our own things, and basically we wanted to come back into the mix and just reintroduce ourselves, why we're doing what we're doing, and what our mission really is to help owners be more empowered, that kind of thing. So I think it's important really to just express that we've both got a lot of experience with dogs, and I think it's important to say like where it started really. We've both been dog owners all of our lives, and really what we want to get across is there's no bad dog.
Absolutely.
It's just a misunderstanding between us and them. In the dog world, they do it so differently, and I think you'll agree with me that when we're out on walks, you'll get a lot of people going, "Oh, sorry, my dog's a bit growly," or "Sorry, my dog's barking," or "Sorry," and they make excuses, but it's actually dog language. And it's up to us as individuals and owners, obviously, to get across and explain, why they do these things, and it's okay. So basically, I started the journey in 2010, I believe. Could have been 2012. I think I got my Keto in So I got my Keto in 2010, and after 3 weeks of having him, I remember sitting behind the baby gate indoors, basically crying, and had no clothes because he'd shredded every single trouser leg that I'd owned. And I thought, what have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? And I'd loved the Akita breed from such a young age. I thought they were beautiful, and I'd spent about 18 months just looking at the breed and just going through it, researching it, thinking I'd done everything that I need to do. And here I am with this bundle of fluff, and his name was Nosferatu Iron Man, and he was the most beautiful little pup. Oh my days, it was awful. And I always remember putting on Facebook saying, "I'm being terrorized by Iron Man." Like, I felt like, what am I doing wrong? What have I've done something so wrong. I never put the blame on him. I knew it was something on me. And that started that entire journey of just, wow, okay, what am I doing wrong? How can I get him to listen? He used to lunge at dogs. He used to literally, I remember we live near the seawall on Canvey. I remember being literally just thrown down the seawall. I remember like having him on a long line lead and him running off of me, being like basically losing the wind out of my very lungs because he'd snagged me on the floor. You're talking really comical stuff looking back, but at the time I was mortified that I couldn't actually train this dog. So I went into dog training in 2012. We're completely night and day. Anyone who met him from that point to that point, we went into the vets, and I remember them saying, "What have you done to this dog? Like, have you given him some sort of drugs or something?" Because I used to have like 9 nurses, vets holding him down, and I would be obviously at the head end because no one would take that end apart from me, obviously. And I remember thinking to myself, wow, like this is amazing, this is working. So I think, like, from my point of view, what I want to achieve, and what both of us have always said, that there's so many owners out there that really are at their last tether and they don't know what to do. It's never about the dog, it's always about you, and it's always our mission, so to speak, is to empower you, get a confidence that you feel that not every walk is a battle, not everything is a battle. And I think it's so important that we just put across that there's so many dogs in rescues that are classed as yo-yo dogs. They go in, they come out, they go in, they come out, they go in. But it's never their fault. It's never their fault. It's down to us to make a difference. So our job as trainers is purely just to let you know that anything can be fixed. Nothing is impossible, and all dogs are just, they're such amazing creatures. To think that they speak our language, they speak their language. If someone else comes in with another language, they'll get used to that as well. They're amazing, and we really just have to see that amazement and really look at ourselves and think, right, okay, what am I doing wrong, rather than what are they doing wrong.
Absolutely. It is, and like Jo said, it's no bad dog. There is no such thing as a bad dog. We're reading them wrong. When we read them wrong, action, reaction. That's what happens. And so now Jo's talked about her challenge, and I have to say I've got off scot-free for quite a few years, and I've just got my little challenge now. So yeah, picked its moments, and but yeah, it's training. I mean, German Shepherds is my thing, and yes, they are tricky, a tricky breed. They can be a tricky breed. That they can. They're super intelligent, absolutely, and they do pick things up very quickly. But obviously, when they're puppies, they're a bit more, a lot
cheeky.
more challenging. Yeah.
Cheeky.
Very cheeky.
Give them an inch.
Yes, absolutely. But this is where how mine and Jo's style dog training, it's kind of, a lot of it is based on how another dog would treat another dog. And you know, just being assertive. You know, if you've got a dog that's acting up, an alpha male would come in and, you know, chest out and very high, hold their head high, and you know, they'll be all about energy as well. So you've got to really be careful of your energy, because if you're feeling a little bit low, or you know, you're feeling a bit nervous or anxious, they pick up on that in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like if you walk into a room. So when I say about energy, and some people are like, I don't get it, you know, because it's not everyone gets about energy. Say, for instance, have you ever, and we've all been in this situation where you've walked in a room and you cut the atmosphere like a knife, okay? That's just us humans picking up on that energy from other humans. Dogs, that is heightened, like insanely. Like they literally, that's just us thinking, oh, this ain't right. They literally read that information like it's an ID card. Like that whole energy, they're reading it from start to finish. So you have to be really careful in how you're feeling that day. If you're not having a great day yourself, either just take that day off and don't beat yourself up if you've not done the training, but you've really got to have yourself in a really good energy, in a really comfortable situation yourself before you can start doing the training. And I always find myself, the best thing for me is I listen to a bit of relaxing, soothing music and just really get myself really calm. And but as well as calm, you don't want to, there's a fine line between being calm and probably being too submissive. So you kind of want to be calm, but as if there's a punch bag in front of you and the energy's there if you need it. So calm, but at the same time you have Tai Chi. I think they do that, don't they? Tai Chi, I think that's yeah, Tai Chi. It's all about energy, I believe.
Everything's about energy, I suppose.
Yeah. So I don't know much about Tai Chi, but
different training, different YouTube
yeah,
channels.
we're not going to teach you Tai Chi. Definitely not going to teach you Tai Chi. Yeah, definitely won't be doing that. But that is basically where it's all energy work and using energy, and dogs pick up on that. Yes. I can sometimes tell my dog what to do without even speaking a word. And it's just all about I don't know if you used to do it with yours or you do it with yours now, because Jo's got a Eurasian now, haven't you? And when they get a bit cocky and they know it's the time for they're crying at the minute, because I've got to be on I've got a gate thing. For now, I just want to make the video. Otherwise, you'll hear tippy tacky paws all over the floor. Anyway, digressing. Backing off. So basically, when it comes to bone time, they know they've had their dinner, and they always have their treat after their dinner, and they kind of look at you. And then my oldest dog might go, woof, woof. And I'm like, no. You don't get to have it at your say-so. If I give you a treat, it's at my say-so. So when they do that, I don't actually give them the treat at that time. So I'll literally, without saying anything, it's a bit freaky. Sorry guys, I'm going to scare you at home. But I'll just, and then they'll just duck away and do that. And they know, like, oh, okay.
She's normal.
And once they've,
Not yet, mother.
not yet. Once they've calmed down and they've laid down, then the treat comes out, because then I'm rewarding them, saying, that's how I want you to be when I give you your treat. So, yes, hopefully along our journey, we've got to cover so much of it. We're going to cover every little thing. And we're also going to cover the mistakes that even we make.
Of
right?
course, yes.
We're only human at the end of the day.
I think that's what we were saying. We wanted to be raw, real, authentic, because what you'll see of our trainings, what we didn't want was this complete finished,
No.
you know, beautiful with the background music and everything floating along, and you're like, wow. We wanted to show you real time, real problems, how we do it, how we acknowledge it, how we change it, because I think that's really important to show the warts and all. Because a lot of the trainers that we've seen or that we've witnessed don't necessarily, you always see the finished product. Even that the dog behaving badly guy, he's got a bad rap, because basically a lot of people are saying that he does it like 90 times over until the dog is like, right, I'm listening now. And when I'm looking at other people's trainings, I'm like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the raw footage of people like laughing, joking, because I think that's really important that everyone sees that. And I think the last thing we need to say is, if there are any issues with your dog at all, it is because they think they're the leader. There is nothing that no dog can do. If they think they're the leader, it creates a very confused brain. So they will experience, or you will experience, lots of challenges, lots of problems, and that will be excessive barking. I'm not talking like barking when the dog goes. I'm talking about barking at leaves, stupid little things because they're heightened anxiety because they're so confused, lead pulling, guarding, aggression. And I'm talking about the slightest, smallest little things as well can be and get bigger. So it's really important that everyone knows that if you are experiencing any of these things, it's because your dog thinks they're the leader, and that's it.
Right.
So,
I know. But as I say, we're even going to show you the mistakes we make, as I say, and I promise you we won't swear. We're not a swearing channel. When things get really tough.
Try not to.
Yeah, we'll try not to. But we're going to show you all of that. We're going to show you all of them nitty-gritty bits, so that you're sitting at home and thinking, oh, it's not just me. It's not just me. We're all okay to make mistakes, but it's how you put them right that makes the difference.
Definitely. Anything else?
No.
Right, if you like our channel then.
Yeah, like, subscribe and share.
Yes,
and
please.
Also, why not, if you want to put something in the comments of something you need help with your dog,
good
put
point.
it in the comments, and we will try and do a short video or a talk, or I'll get one of my dogs as guinea pigs and show you exactly how to rectify that problem.
Yes, definitely. Good idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Over and out then.
Over and out.
Right, we'll see you soon for the next training.
Yeah.
Whatever it will be, will be. Bye.